Hello, everybody. It's me, Pandamaru Draws. I know it's been a while, and I know I look terrible. Long story short, caught bronchitis, sir, caught bronchitis, and then pulled a back muscle because I was coughing so much from said bronchitis. But you know who doesn't care about my bad lungs or worse back? Sir. One, my tiny art assistant who was right here just rhythmically banging on a computer. Well, now you dropped it. But two, the YouTube algorithm. So I have some big things that I've been trying to do, but once again, hurt back and tiny art assistant. But here's just like a recap of the things that I have been doing while I have been under the weather and a bitch with a broke back. So sorry. I know there's been some things that I was promising. I'm still slowly chipping through that what YouTube made me buy video, and also I had huge plans for Pride Month, and but I just want you guys to know that I'm not like quitting, or like I'm not stop uploading or anything. And thank you to all the new people that joined even during this unexpected medical absence. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's get to it. Pew 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 pew. Hey everybody. I know it's been a while. As stated, I got bronchitis, and then I pulled a back muscle because I coughed so hard, which I'm very sad about. So it's been really hard to, one, draw, but two, film myself drawing. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It really was unfortunate though, because I had these huge plans for June for Pride Month. I was gonna do another one of my month long drawing challenges, and everything just went so awry. I had it planned out. I had all my characters ready, and I think the plan was to have like the first 15 done by like June 1st, and that just didn't happen. And, for a while I was super bummed about it, but then I just decided, I'm queer all year, so why not just break this up? And then I can take my time. I don't have to worry about rushing. It can be spaced out. I can, make the videos as long or as short as I want to. And so I think that's what we're going to do. So these is just some recordings and clips of day 1 through 3. So the first person that I did is him. Him might be the only person that I don't have 100% confirmation of being queer, but I feel like nobody could argue that him from the Powerpuff Girls is straight. So just to tell you guys a little bit about my process, I first made a list, then I tried to switch it up, and then I kind of categorized them into, I guess, themes. So there's only 3 days in the first week of July, so I said, oh, those will be villains. So there's him, and then there's 2 more. And I did the sketches first. When I first started, I planned to sketch them all in my sketchbook, but I didn't. I only sketched the first maybe 5 in my sketchbook, and then the rest I just I got like a calendar template, and I just kind of sketched them in the calendar because I wanted to have a little bit of interaction, just to kind of work on posing, because as much as I love doing my Blacker the Ink challenge, I think that a lot of the expressions and posing were very stiff. So that's what I wanted to work on. So number 2 is Sander Cohen from Bioshock. Bioshock is one of my favorite games, and Sander Cohen is wild. He is gay. He is an artist that believes himself to be more talented than he actually is. And like everybody else in Rapture, he just quickly devolves into depravity and debauchery. And I love them. And I love them for it. I really wanted to try and get out of my comfort zone and not make people so pretty, if that makes sense. Like, and this is not me calling Sander Cohen ugly, but I mean, if you've ever seen Bioshock, especially like the art behind it, he is not like a smooth faced young man with like, like perfect cheekbones and all that. And I just really wanted to bring his actual qualities into the way I draw. And I want to be able to stylize lots of different characters in a way that is true to how I draw. I think I have the most trouble doing that with anime characters, just because I put so much emphasis on noses and mouths, and that's not really something that a lot of animes do. So I think I have a really hard time with that. But once again, thank God for cosplayers. Cosplayers saved my life so many times. There's so many times when I see a character that I just cannot draw them. I just can't interpret the shapes. But if I find a picture of somebody that's cosplayed as them, it makes it so much easier for me. And if you're also a person that has trouble with that, maybe you should also look into, like, go to Pinterest and just make like a cosplay board, so you can have more references that'll help you out, that are more grounded in reality. I really had fun doing these sketches. I think that sketching is actually my favorite part of drawing. I don't think I'm very good when it comes to like picking colors and rendering textures, and that is something I want to work on. But usually with sketches, I have the most fun, and it's the best time for me. Usually, sometimes you get in one of those bad art days where like you can't draw the hand, or you mess up, or you just obliterate the face, and you're just like, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. So last for this session is Shinobu Sensui from Yu Yu Hakusho. He is the big bad of season 3, and he has a very interesting backstory. I don't think that a character like Sensui would really fly today, or if they did make him, I think they would really have to revise parts of his backstory and his conditions. But I think he's a really cool character, and I really like him. And I don't want to give away any other stuff with Sensui, because it's like a big twist, and it is it is really wild. So if you like shonen fighting bracket style tournament kind of animes, I suggest you watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It is from the 90s, and there are a few jokes that like do not fly, like aren't cool. And there are a couple of times where they say the R word, and I don't approve of that. But like other than that, I think it's still a really solid anime, and I think it really holds up. Also, the person that created Yu Yu Hakusho is married to the person that created Sailor Moon, and I just think that's super cool. I really would like to try and diversify my profile and my means of what mediums I use, what subject matter I draw, painting, digital art, that kind of thing. Um, I've been having a lot of fun experimenting. Sometimes it's hard to experiment because, if it's something new, you don't have the skill set, you don't have the experience, so sometimes it looks bad, and I know that I'm the kind of person, especially in the past, that I would rather do something boring that looked, quote unquote prettier than to really get out there and try things and risk messing them up or ruining them or them not, meeting the standards that I put upon myself. But I'm really trying to like shake that mentality and just, go with the flow and be more positive and just give myself more grace and more time to grow. And I hope that you guys are doing the same, and not just in art, in anything that you do, because you deserve it. We all deserve it. And just to continue with my constant updates of my Huion mini key dial saga, they have updated the software again. I am happy to report you can now use the dial in Procreate and all the other iPad apps. You just have to update the firmware and then plug your key dial into your computer so that it can get it through that. You can also just use the key dial attach, like if you have a C to C cable. The only problem with that is if you do that, the dial does not work. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Also, you can only there's a button to change it, what the dial does. It can only do one thing when it's connected to the iPad. That's the kicker. But maybe they'll update it again. I don't know. Fortunately, I did not record myself doing the coloring for these three. I was out of town. I went to my little sister's wedding. It was a beautiful event, and I just didn't have time to like find a place to set up and do like the top down kind of thing that I usually do. But as we all know, Procreate does record everything, so we at least have some documentation of me doing the coloring for them. And so I did it pretty much the same way I did my Blacker the Ink project, where I just did a pose and did like a quick little background. I'm gonna say I'm not too keen on the backgrounds. I was trying to do some kind of backgrounds that would imply like what part of the LGBTQIA spectrum they float on, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. I always think of backgrounds last, so they're just not that great. But we're on a journey. So I tried to do something a little bit different than what I usually do with Cohen. At first I tried to do it basically in my same style, and then I said, no, I've seen some things. I want to try some things. So usually I do kind of like a, I don't know what it is. It's like the HB pencil in Procreate, or maybe it's the Procreate pencil. I'm not exactly sure. But usually I do that for like the line art, and then I do like just like the hard brush, and then I put some kind of texture on top of that, or do like a little airbrush for like the shading. But this time I tried doing more of like some of the charcoal brushes and the crayon. I'm sorry if I can't say that word very well with my accent, but I tried doing more of those kind of brushes just to give it a different kind of style and texture. And I like where it's going. I don't think that I've gotten it to exactly where I want it to be, but I really like where it's going. Thank you guys too for just checking out my little art channel. It's really been a lot of fun talking with you guys and just sharing some of my artwork and hearing what you guys have to say about it and me. I have some plans for some things, and hopefully they all come out. Thank you to everybody that watches my little side bad and bookish thing. I like doing that too. I've been doing a lot of graphic novels just because that pertains a little bit more to art, but I read other books too. But that being said, I just read a graphic novel. Oh boy, I can't wait to tell you guys about this. It's gonna be fun, and it's going to be, I mean, if I do it soon, slightly topical. But so what I was doing too, and I really like it. You guys tell me how you guys feel about it, but I use like some of the charcoal brushes to erase, and then I lowered the opacity, and it gives like this weird kind of like gritty, dirty look, and I really liked it. Also, I don't know if it's true, but I've been trying to learn about like color theory when it comes to faces, and they're like, put yellow on the forehead and like blue on the chin, and then red in the middle, because that's kind of where like the blood sits and all that. So I tried to do that. I don't know if I'm just not doing it right. I'm not sure if I've completely mastered or even understood the technique, but I'm trying and I'm getting there. Also, if you're wondering why Sandra Cohen has the disembodied hand on him, it's in reference to Sensui. So if you know about Sensui, you know what I'm talking about. Doing the coloring and the rendering for Sensui made me realize how much I don't know about anatomy, especially male anatomy. Sensui is a buff man. He's a big old buff old man, and I did him dirty because I don't know how to shade muscles, and I'm very sorry, and it looks really weird, and I did my best, and we'll just have to, I don't know, keep trying. I guess maybe I'll have to like look at, doesn't everybody in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure have like obscenely huge muscles? Maybe I need to just start drawing some of them. I don't know, but I see the rendering of it. I know it's bad. I know. I'm just a girl out here standing in front of you, asking you to accept the skill set I have. I may have not done a good job with Sensui's muscles, and we all know it, but I think I did a great job on those hands, and I'm like really proud. Like, do you see how many hands I drew? You guys. We'll do that from now on. We'll say something we don't like and something we do like. And that'll even out the negativity. So now we're at a flat base again. I don't like Sensui's background. His is my least favorite. I was trying to do like a glittery holographic thing, but looking at it now, I don't care for it. But it is what it is. Like this isn't a commission. It's for me, and I guess to share with you guys. I am gonna say my usual spiel of I would love if you subscribed or like this, or just made some kind of comment, because it helps me and it helps the algorithm. My goal is to get to 1,000 followers so I can apply for monetization. Here are the pieces in their glory. Here's him. Here is Mr. Sandra Cohen, and coming up will be Shinobu Sensui. And once again, thank you all so much. And before you go, I do have a question that I need to ask you. My dad is super into Star Wars, and he wants me to draw him like a Jedi. I know nothing of Star Wars. I've never seen it. Here are some character concepts that I've been trying to do. Can you tell me, like, if any of them are any good, or like which ones I should go for, or anything like that? I probably should have numbered them and would have made them easier, because I don't know what I'm doing. See you guys next time. Bye.